Good morning, traders. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Bob Smith, Josie, Bob Peterson, Tamimi, Bill, Parabolic, Money Mike, Scott, Alfredo, Mr. Rodriguez. Man, you guys are up early this morning. Sandra. Few more minutes to go here for pre-market. Not seeing too much activity, typical Monday. Who loves lunatic? Kenneth. Jesse. Yeah, this stock market stuff, it's addicting, isn't it? Kind of like you can't wait till Monday. Wait till we have a good market. You'll really have anxiety. I know I could use a good week of some good trades, not one or two all week long. Need more than just one a day or two a day. Let's make sure we got our volume spike set to 0. You right click on the name, go to modify and change it to 0.0. Click apply and OK. Over on your trading platform, make sure you have EXT selected as time in force. Good morning, Jay. So I was able to do some YouTube settings, try to eliminate some of this delay. I think I got it down to like 2 seconds, which is much better, but it says the quality will drop. I don't know if the quality's dropped on your end or not. Do you notice any difference? Good morning, Two Stray Dogs. Alfredo. So no difference. Good morning, Gil. About 15 seconds to go here. Let's see if we can get a trade. If you're new here, we'll be watching this column, watching for volume spikes. As soon as something starts spiking, we'll click on it, and here we go. You'll see numbers pop up, but if they're not rising, there's no sense in chasing them down. Unless you short stocks, you should have a few here. Lots of red this morning. Probably start dying down here in the next few minutes. Maybe we'll have one left over. You take a look at the SPY here, must be dropping. Now kind of holding flat. Let me go to a 15-minute. Not much of nothing. Let's go back to the weekend. I was happier there. About 6:30, I'll do a demo if you are new here. Let's get past this market open. Few penny stocks moving, but they're not moving far. VRAX slightly on the move. You can notice this percentage is growing right here. That's what we're looking for. I should say was growing. There it is, back on the board now. You'll see it in blue. Whenever a spike occurs, it'll pop up there with the percentages. When the spike slows down, it'll go to nothing. It should pop back in for more buyers once they find it, or they may sell it off. Well, that wasn't too impressive. One small penny stock since open. It's only gained about 3 cents, 3 to 4 cents. Of course, that's a lot for a 40-cent stock. Good morning, Mr. Shelton. If you're just popping in, we're watching these percentages rise. The ones that are rising are the ones that are climbing in price. So far this morning, we've only had a penny stock kind of take off. Looks like that's going to be the only one this morning so far. So that said, I'll go ahead and do a walkthrough. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am a guy that trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990, and I'm also a ThinkScript coder. I write my own scripts and I give them away. I'm paying it forward. I want everybody to learn. I'm trying to make it simple for you. Just because I make it simple doesn't mean you don't need to learn. So over in this column here, I have the volume spike that I created. It measures positive and negative volume. Positive meaning the stock is going up, negative meaning it's falling. We watch for these percentages to rise when it triggers. Once they rise, we click on them and we find stocks like this. Once it's rising, we come over here and we verify that the stock has good volume. This is the 8 and the 21 moving average. We watch for a crossover of these two moving averages. Once it fires over here in the percentages, we look for these green arrows to pop in as the volume's increasing. Up here, you'll see a bullish signal. It also turns to a bear signal. It also turns to bullish when this current candle is spiking green. Down here, we have the overall volume of the stock, and it'll let you know if there's more buyers than sellers. There's the buyers. So to make it simple for you, you watch for percentages to rise. You come over here, confirm there's a lot of volume, in other words, ticking pretty fast. You verify the crossover, you see the green arrows, you look for green and green, and then you make your decision to buy. Makes it a little bit easier for everybody, but you still need to watch all of the videos. You need to watch the old ones and the new ones. Some of them are not being used currently, but they do contain information that is very important. It helps you to learn all about this system. If you're not a member of the YouTube channel, here's the link to it. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Watch all the videos until you're sick of watching them. Pound this stuff into your brain so you can learn. Watch them over and over and over again till you're tired of them. That's how we learn. You're not a member of the Discord channel, here's a link to the Discord channel, and that thing is growing so fast I don't even know how many people we have now. I'm going to guess 800. And over in Discord, you go over to current setup. It's step 1, step 2, step 3, and you'll be set up with this screen here and this indicator. There's hundreds of investors over there. I'm going to take a guess at 800. It's probably more than that by now. Everybody's pitching in. Everybody's helping. If you have any questions, there's a support channel. Leave me a message in support. If I can't get to you, somebody will. And thank you for joining us this morning. Let's see if we can't find some stocks. Good morning, Higher Ground. So all we do all day is watch this column. In a bull market, you'll be thrilled to watch that column. But right now, we're in a bear market. We're picking out whatever we can, try to make a little profit. We've had some good runners over the weeks, very few, but some really good ones. Just have to be patient, wait for the things to take off, and that's when we strike. This morning was a very slow open. Only this one penny stock took off. It's like everything is frozen in time. If you haven't been here before, we've had some stocks take off $3 or $4 a share, all the way up to $50 a share. I think we had one go from $3.75 to $60 and go from $5 to $10. Those kind of stocks make it worth your trouble of waiting. Good morning, James. 834. Boy, are we growing or what? I remember wondering if we was going to get more than 20. So I describe these two lines as the 8 and the 21. I think we're actually running 5 and 13. But I'm calling it 8 and 21 because when you first load the indicator, that's probably what your settings will be. So if you change it over to 5 and 13, it'll respond a little faster. You do that by going to Studies, Edit Studies. Click on this little gear icon, change the buy to 5, the sell to 13. Click OK and apply. You can also change the colors. If you scroll down here to the bottom, this one says down and this one says down as well. So make sure you have them on the same color. This one's arrow up and so is this one. Make sure they are the same colors. You can adjust the size of the arrows here. You can adjust the colors of the moving averages here and the width of the lines. This will always say 8 and 21, even if you have it on 5 and 13. So just don't pay attention to this other than just changing the candles and the line width. And click apply and OK, and you'll look just like this. Stone cold, as long as it's taking off, that's what you want to look for. It can go from 0% to 1% to 1.25%. As long as it's moving up, check it out. The main thing is to confirm that this volume is rising. You want lots of buyers when you're doing this type of trading. You want to see this number growing and growing and growing. You want to verify that these moving averages start pointing north. That tells you there's lots of volume coming in. You'll see the price will be above the 8 moving average and it'll continue to rise until it starts pulling back. Pre-market's a little different than market open. You'll go from 0 volume to you could go to millions of shares once everybody's on it. So this percentage is only there to let you know it's moving up or down. So if a stock makes the slightest move, it's going to show you here in these percentages. That helps us to get in a little bit earlier. Sometimes they take off, they'll start at 5%. And you'll click on it and it'll look like it's already halfway up, but some of them continue to run. But we try to catch them as soon as possible. This is our pre-market scan. It's scanning the entire pre-market. So even if we're just displaying this little bit, if a stock starts moving, it will pop up here to the top. We don't have to go searching for them. It can be way down the list. If it starts moving, it brings it to the top. And right now, nothing is moving. That's what we're waiting on. We had a slow start. It's Monday. Pretty much typical for Monday. Everybody coming back from the weekend, getting motivated. Yeah, James, I'm hoping that's what happens. Usually the last quarter of the year is really good. But I just don't know. Don't trust this administration we're running under right now. I don't know if that's going to affect those months or not. I'm hoping not. Stone Cold, I do live streams from 6 a.m. till 9:30. That's Central Standard Time. 5 days a week. Waiting for percentages. Sometimes it gets boring, but boring pays well. Keep that in mind. So when you get set up on this system, it's very important, if you're using the scans that we use, to set your price range only to the prices you can afford to trade. Eliminate a lot of noise in your selection when you do that. Don't try to monitor the entire market like I'm doing this morning. Set it down to your price level so you don't have a bunch of stocks out of your range making a bunch of noise on your screen that you got to sort through. It makes it a little difficult. Stick with your price range. Watch for spikes. You'll be good. Once you get set up, you'll be just like us, wondering why stocks aren't moving. You'll know in a flash what the market's doing. Yeah, to Mimi, I'll do that. Some of them are still trading on the 8 and 21. Why I haven't done it. I haven't rushed to do it. And to be quite honest, sometimes I trade on the 8 and 21 as well. Good morning, NASCAR. Thank you for that info. Is that 7:30 Eastern time? Central time? I'm going to guess that it's Eastern time. Good morning, Gregster. Thank you, NASCAR. So that symbol was BLRX. I'll stick it on the screen. Good morning. Glad you could join us. Good morning, Chuck. So I guess the decision on BLRX is, do you want to fight a halt? Possibly. If you do it with smaller share size. Don't just go all in. Never know what these things do. They can halt up and halt down just as fast as they halted up. Good news, it could go to the moon. You never know. Yeah, James, I watch it regularly. That and Mara seem to be my two favorites when nothing else is moving. But sometimes they don't move either. About a minute to go here, hopefully before BLRX resumes trading. That was a huge gap up. Make sure you're careful here. We could go into a halt down if everybody's selling on that gap up. We do have the moving averages pointing north. Not seeing a whole lot of volume. Kind of holding the bottom there. Do have a bullish signal now at the top. Right up here, we have the buyers outnumbering the sellers. Think everybody's trying to decipher the news. Doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. Right now, everybody has the thought, do I get in or not? That's what everybody's thinking, not just you, but everybody. To me, you would think so, but people interpret news differently. Some may know more than others. Some may understand the press release different than others. It ends up being an average after about 5 minutes to determine which way it's going to go. Sometimes they can have the greatest news and fall. I've seen it. Especially if it's approval, but there's not going to be any results of that approval for months. And why would you buy now? I agree. The people that made money are the ones that were in down here. They're selling off of that gap up. Maybe when these sellers get out of the way, it may turn around. You never know. Good morning, Sicilian. Was still a good call to bring it to everyone's attention. I thank you for doing that. I mean, this may have been the next winner. It's popping up on our scan every now and then. There it is right there. Brads, we're looking at BLRX. It had news come out this morning. I don't know what the news is, some type of approval. It was halted pending this news. The news was released. The stock gapped up. Now it's selling off. We are waiting to see if we're going to bounce back up. One of our subscribers, NASCAR, brought it to our attention. This is the kind of help you're going to get from other subscribers. We really appreciate everyone that works together. Good morning, Coach. Gregster Trades also mentioned it after NASCAR did. Give him credit as well. Good morning, Old Thumb. Nice crowd early this morning. Really appreciate you guys showing up. And gals. If you're just popping in, we're watching BLRX. Was halted pending news. The news came out. The stock gapped up. It has since sold off. We're waiting to see if we can secure a bottom here and maybe it'll turn around. Nothing else is moving on our spikes. Stone Cold, I try to stay within $3 up to $50. I prefer the higher price stocks. Don't like trading pennies. A lot of people do. But this script works on all price ranges. If you're new here, we're watching for percentages to rise. That's how we are notified a stock is moving. Once you see these numbers rising, you click on them. You watch them on the chart. Confirm that we have a crossover of the moving averages. You'll see green arrows pop in. We confirm there's lots of volume. If this stock were taking off and had a green candle, you would see bullish pop in up here. You would see the buyers outnumbering the sellers. Everything's tied in together. $2 to $20 is a good price range. Some people don't realize the higher the stock cost, the greater the chances of a higher profit. Like a $10 stock could move $1, where a $3 stock may move 20 to 50 cents, maybe less, maybe more. So you have to look at it. If you set your price range based on 100 shares, you may could trade a $30 stock if you have $3,000 in your account by buying 100 shares. So a $30 stock may net you $1 or $2 on a good move, which would be a $200 profit, versus trying to get 50 cents out of a $2 or $3 stock. So if you base it on 100 shares and your account balance, that's how you can tell what price range you need to trade. Yeah, the low float's over here on underneath the chart. And good morning, Alex. I don't think I put it on Discord yet. Usually when I write one or get one going, I test it for about a week before I stick them up there. I like to make sure things are working. This one appears to be working. So if it takes off over here and it's a low float stock, it should also show up over here. You are welcome. So if you're just popping in, we're watching these volume spikes. This is our pre-market scan. It's scanning the entire market. We're watching for percentages to take off. Once they take off, we click on them. Then we verify that we have moving average crossover. We have arrows popping in. The stock is rising. You'll see buyers outnumbering the sellers in the overall volume. Always confirm you have lots of volume. If this first candle starts spiking, you'll get a bullish signal up here. So it's pretty simple. You see the spike, you click on it, you confirm the crossover, you see green arrows, you see green down here, you see green up here, and you confirm if you want to get in or not. It's that simple. Unlike paid subscription services, we have a multiple choice. You're not waiting on one to be called out. You're notified the moment a stock starts moving. No voice alerts. I wished I could put that in there, but I think when you're displaying multiple, it would be too noisy. Even if I could, it would be announcing everything that moved. I think I prefer the silence. If you're not a member of our YouTube channel, please do so. Please subscribe, watch the videos, watch the commercials. That's how I get paid. I'm giving everything else away. I need your help. Watch the videos. They'll also educate you. Watch the old ones and the new ones. If you haven't subscribed to our Discord channel, I've been informed this morning there was 830 investors over there. Come and join us. Everybody's helping everybody. That's the link to our Discord. A little slow this morning. I can tell you when they move, but I can't make them move. I suppose that's a good problem to have, though, to be able to sit here and just wait for volume spikes, not have to do a lot of homework to find something to buy. Stocks will come to you. Good morning, Big Mike. I'm paying it forward. You get all this stuff for free. I do these demos every morning. I explain what's going on to help you learn. PSTV. Not enough volume for it to trigger on our percent gain over here. It'll probably pop in if it takes off. Nice jump there. Wonder why that jump didn't click in right here. Every now and then we miss one. I've been trying to figure that out. We catch the majority. Maybe it's on the ThinkorSwim side. Yeah, I've got mine all the way down to 25 cents, so it should have kicked in. But I'm known to change things over the weekend as I'm programming. It's probably me again. Watching these percentages, that's all we do. When they start growing, we start looking. About 5 minutes away from the top of the hour. 7 o'clock Central Standard Time is a good time. We usually get a flow of traffic coming through. Maybe something will pop up. Let's see. Thank you, Gregster. We really could use a blessing this morning. Maybe we'll get one at 7 o'clock. Let's see. Got about a minute and a half to go. Nothing currently moving. That's a good example of how sensitive this script is. 1% bullish, and we have one candle. Unfortunately, we don't have the volume. Bunch of cheaper stocks moving very little. We are past that 7 o'clock hour. Hopefully something will kick in. Good morning, Spy. Getting a warning from YouTube about bit rate on sound. Is it affecting you guys any? Can you hear me good? Thank you, Two Stray Dogs. Never know to take these warnings serious or not. It's kind of like I get past the delay issue and suffer a bit rate issue. When does it ever end? Why can't it just work? Yeah, that Verb, that's the most volatile little stock I've seen in a while. Last Friday it was tempting. Yeah, but if you're not quick, you'll never get that dollar. Definitely not one to hang on to. Pretty slow morning. About 10 minutes, I'll do a walkthrough if you're new here. We have some green ones, but they're not moving. They're just popping in. It must be individual trades. It'll pick up that first green candle, but they're not continuing. Low volume. Maybe Verb is one to trade on a 15-minute chart so you don't freak out on the 1 minute or 5 minute. do have good volume on NBY. It could continue to rise. We do have buyers outnumbering the sellers. I'm not seeing a spike in this current bar. It's a pretty wide range from the high and the pullback. That coffee refill sounds good to me. Before I do that, I'll do a demo. I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy that trades from his office at home. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder. I write my own scripts, and I recently decided to give them away. I want everybody to learn. I want everybody to be profitable. This is the first script that I've been working on for months, finally perfected a few months back. It calculates volume. If there's more buyers than sellers, that's exactly what it does. It monitors the entire market. You just stick it in your watch list. We watch for these percentages to start rising. When they do, we click on them. Once we see one moving, we confirm there's lots of volume. This one doesn't have volume. We confirm a crossover of these two moving averages. Let me find a better one here. Let me go back to NBY. That would be a good example. Once we see that crossover, we look for these green arrows to pop in and the stock start rising. We confirm there's lots of volume in the stock. This is the overall volume. We look for these buyers to outnumber the sellers. You'll see this change from red to green. We notice a bullish candle here, which is identified by this label up here. It says bullish in this candle. It's letting you know there's more buyers than sellers. So to make it simple, we watch for these percentages to rise. We click on them. We quickly confirm the crossover, that we have volume, and that the price is moving up, that these indicators are moving up, that you see green and green. Right now, this one's kind of channeling to the side, or squeezing, as some would call it. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'll put the link below in the chat box. Make sure you watch the videos, watch all of the videos until you're sick of watching the videos. They all teach you something. The more you watch them, the more you learn. That's the link to the YouTube channel. Let me get you the link to the Discord channel where we have over 800 investors. Everybody's helping everybody. Come and join us. Lots of stock picks being posted. Lots of guys teaching their techniques. It's all free. No reason to not join us. Make sure you watch the videos. That's how I get paid. Let's make YouTube pay me for your education. And thank you very much for joining us this morning. I'm going to refill my coffee cup. All right, I am back. Not much moving this morning. I sure wanted it to move just like you did. But we're in a bear market. Kids are getting back in school. Things are kind of slow, but should be picking up. The last 4 months of the year are usually pretty average. Sometimes they're excellent. I just don't know about this year. Lots going on. Marilyn, you click the Discord link and subscribe and head over to the channel that's called Current Setup. I have step 1, step 2, and step 3. Pretty easy to set up the whole system. Sometimes it gets boring, but when that one stock takes off, the boredom goes away and the bank account rises. Boring pays pretty good sometimes. We're in the worst market ever. Now's a good time to learn. If you can beat this market, you'll be golden when it turns around. Good morning, Casey. This is a good time to learn. Learn in the hardest market. You'll become a master. Of course, that takes a little time. Study, study, study. Yeah, when the market is this slow, this is the time you wish you lived on the water. You could go rebait the pole, go back to trading. Waiting for percentages to rise. That's all we do every day. This is the pre-market scan. If you're not set up with the pre-market scan and this volume spike indicator, you could miss out. Thank you, Gregster. That's a good one. Don't know how long it'll last. Very low volume. So be careful. It can drop that much just as fast as it went up. That's a good example. $13.10 all the way down to $8. To me, that spells danger. The stock has no previous history of trading. This could be a Reddit pump. You never know. Stock Twitch pump. Don't trust them when they haven't traded before and all of a sudden they go from $3 or $2 up to 14. I'm not a risk taker. My money's worth more to me than that. Alex, I have no idea what you're looking at. Is your bar slid over on the bottom all the way to the right? I don't know why your charts aren't moving. Just make sure you didn't scroll to the left. Scroll it back to the right. Maybe that's it. I'm taking a wild guess. Very slow morning. I'm hoping we even get a play this morning. Waiting for numbers to rise. That's all we can do at this point. It's a very slow morning. We had a couple pop up, nothing impressive. Most of them pulled back. Couple penny stocks made a move. We are patiently waiting. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. That's what helps me cover all this free stuff. Watch the videos over and over. Pound it into your brain. Watch them till you're sick of watching them. Join our Discord. There's over 800 investors over there and growing fast. Everybody's helping everybody. You can find support over there. Leave me a message in support if you're having issues. If I can't get to you, somebody will. We all help each other. That's the best part. We need buyers to come back into the market. Everybody's so frustrated. They're afraid to trade. They're sitting on their hands. We have very few choices. Even the higher price stocks sometimes are only moving pennies. Better times on the way. It can't stay like this forever. We just have to be patient. Take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. Y'all must still be talking about SLE. Is it bouncing around still? Looks like PSTV gave up the ghost. Very slow morning. Maybe we'll get one, maybe we won't. Hoping for the latter. Go fill that coffee cup, take a break. Nothing's moving. If you're new here, this is our pre-market scan. We're watching for volume spikes, for anything that moves. We're monitoring the entire pre-market. It's been a quiet morning. We have the perfect indicator, but I can't move the market. So we hurry up and wait. That's all we can do. Two stray dogs, I would have to be a fortune teller or something like that to predict that answer. All I see is negativity and a few stocks popping up every now and then. I think it's going to take an administration change before things turn around. That's what I see. Everybody's hoping for the same thing. Until something changes, stuck with the leftovers. I always have light trading the last quarter of the year, but I don't know what's going to happen this year. If the market was predictable, we'd all be millionaires. So that'll never happen. All we can do is create indicators and grab them as they happen. That's exactly what I did here. I needed something that told me the moment anything moved, because picking is scarce. We're in the worst market ever. The only thing that's moving, and they have to have good news, something to stir up the nest, something to get it moving. I like the days where the stock moved on natural growth, and we don't have that currently. That's like all of those indicators before I created this live stuff. Like all of my stuff happens as it happens. But a lot of the indicators are based on a previous bounce, hoping that that bounce happened again at that level. Never understood that logic. Well, it used to be at 5, now it's at 4. In July, it'll be back to 5. To me, that's a lucky guess, maybe. I like it to happen before my eyes. Show me some percentages growing. I'll click on them and I'll look. If it's moving, I'll buy. It's that simple. I want to know the now, not the past. If you are new here, I am Ricky Gaspard. I am a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I am also a ThinkScript coder, and I write my own scripts. A few months ago, I decided to give everything away. I want everybody to learn. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, the link is in the chat. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the videos, share the videos, watch the videos over and over again. Pound this information in your head. Even the old videos have something in there you probably don't know. This is one of my indicators, the volume spike indicator, and this is our pre-market scan. This indicator lets you know the moment anything's moving. Once it starts moving, we click on it. We verify that we get a moving average crossover. We verify that the arrows are coming in. We verify the stock has strong volume. We also verify that the buyers are outnumbering the sellers. If this candle was spiking like this one did here, you'll get a notification up here that it's bullish. That's when you make your decision to enter or not. We try to catch them near the crossover. So we set our volume spike down as sensitive as it can be. As soon as it starts moving, we hope we catch them in this area. So to make it simple, it's volume spike, verify the volume. We see that the moving average is across. We have arrows, green and green. And that fast, you can make your decision to buy. It'll all become natural once you do it over time. If you haven't joined our Discord, the link is in the chat. There's over 800 investors over there. Many of them are using this setup. I'm not going to say that all of them are, but most of them. They're all sharing their knowledge. Some of them want to teach. Some of them want to trade, but everybody helps everybody. Everything is free. There's no reason not to join. We want to make you profitable. Jump on in here with us. That's the only way it's going to happen. And I appreciate you joining us this morning. Make sure you set up your scans in the price range that you trade. Mine is set with a wide range of prices. You don't have to do that. Put it to your level, only the ones you would buy. Cut out some of the noise. That's what it'll do. It'll make it easier for you to see these gainers and losers. Never trade off of my screen. It is delayed. And it's sometimes a great delay. You try to trade off my screen, you could lose some or all of your money. Never trust my screen. Join our Discord, get set up. Once you're in Discord, head over to current setup. There's 3 steps to get this going. There's a bunch of other scripts over in Toss Scripts that I've written through the years. Lots of scans and TOS scans. So those are your 3 main channels: current setup, TOS scripts, and TOS scans. All of the other channels are traders. Go talk to them. Learn what they're doing. Ask for help. We are willing to help. You have questions and you need support, send me a message over in support. If I can't get to you, somebody will. Thank you, two stray dogs. I think once they find us, they'll realize we're on to something. Nobody's ever done this before. They said it could not be done in ThinkorSwim, and I did it. I proved them wrong. Even TD Ameritrade tried it for 2 weeks. They back tested it and back tested it. They could not prove it wrong. That's recognition. The best part is I don't have to prove it to you. Once you set it up, you'll realize, hey, this script is working. The script alone will prove it to you. Yeah, everybody was telling me, well, the scans are delayed 5 minutes. There's no way you could make it live. It's never going to happen. But what I know is volume never stops. Price can't stop moving. I focused on those two things. They'll never be able to stop volume and price, or people couldn't trade. So yes, it can be done. I don't care that the scan refreshes every 5 minutes. I'm monitoring the prices live. Hardly anything will change in 5 minutes anyway. Even if the scan doesn't refresh, if it moves, it's going to pop up over here. Todd, you subscribe to Discord and you head over to current setup. There's only 3 things to install. If you have issues with setup, send us a message in support. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch all of the videos. Watch them till you're sick of watching them. Pound this information in your brain. Talk to other investors over in Discord. We all get stuck. Even I get stuck, and I've been doing it forever. That many investors, over 800, somebody has an answer. I never quit learning. I never quit coding. I never quit updating. Stay up with the times is what I say. Something changes, fix it. Something's not working right, work on it. Never stop. Right now we're in a dead spot. If you need a break or need coffee, now's the time. We're at that, getting close to that 8 o'clock hour. About 8:10, people will start selling off. I don't know what they're going to sell off. There was nothing to buy, but normally at 8 o'clock, if they're into profit, they'll start selling it. before market open so they don't lose it if the market gaps down. These are the kind of things you learn over time. You always need to study, go beyond these scripts, go beyond these indicators. You can't absorb enough. Just keep learning. If you're new to trading, don't trade, but get set up and watch these indicators during live market hours. Watch what they do, how they perform, what is the end result, what's the beginning result. Figure it out. Nice to meet you, Wesley. I don't know hardly anybody's name. Everybody has a screen name. That's how I know them. I know a few. I'll probably forget 90% of them. So since you're all in here, and there's a lot of you, hate to do this to you, but there will not be a live stream on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. I also run a construction company, and I need it on the field. So tomorrow you're on your own, and I'll be back on Wednesday. I am in Kemah, Texas. That would be Southeast Texas. Very rarely will I not be here. Xfinity took me out one day. The power company took me out one day. Maybe once every couple months I'm needed on the construction side. Got to keep the ball rolling, got to be where I need to be. 2 stray dogs. Yes, there is. It's called general. You called it out in your question. Yeah, I have my doubts about this year for some reason. I hear a lot of people saying it's going to be good, but I think they're just hoping. I think they're tired of waiting. Nah, 2 stray dogs. If you get in that general channel, you can go vent over there. I don't care what happens there. Just keep it clean. Don't beat holes in the drywall. That don't help. Make yourself at home. That's your house too. Let's take a look at the SPY, see what's happening. Looks the same as earlier. Looks like it may have taken a dip. Just a slight one. Still rising slightly. Stone cold, I totally agree. I'm just scanning through some watch lists here, see if I can find anything. And BY making another move. You may be right. This may be our market open gainer. We'll see, I guess. It's actually the only thing really promising. Yeah, I think if we can get confidence back in the market, it'll be a whole new world. I think you'll see the subscriptions triple daily. Right now, they have no faith. They're tired of seeing it. Only the strong survive. That would be us. We're still here picking away at it. Never give up. That's what I say. Not until you won. While things are slow and before we change over to market open, I'm going to take a 10-minute break here. I shall return shortly. I have returned. And I was hoping I'd come back and it'd be all green. Thank you, Bob.
It just went pretty high.
In about 5 or 6 minutes, we'll change over to market open, make a few minor adjustments. We're going to adjust the volume spike so that it's not so sensitive, or everything will fire and you'll just have a bunch of greens and reds all over the place. I'll walk you through it. Going to change our scans around, our watch list. I'm just poking around here looking for something that may have slipped through the cracks. You'll find all these scans over on Discord and TOS scans. I'll move this low float scanner over today after this live stream. Good morning, Gigi. Yeah, that's about the only one that seems to be worth watching at market open is NBY. It's kind of cheaper stock. It's out of my price range. I don't like trading the smaller stocks, but we'll watch it. We can go ahead and change over now. We're going to right click on the volume spike name. We're going to go to edit formula. We are going to change this percentage to 100 instead of 0.0. Some of you may want to change it higher. What this represents is this is stocks that are moving at least 1%. Instead of listing all the stocks that are not moving, some of you may prefer to put 200 there, which would be 200, which would be 2%. So it's only going to show stocks in this list that have gained more than 2% if you put 200 here. You can even put 300 if you want to see the ones that are 3% or higher. For reasons of pre-market, we want it to be as sensitive as possible, so we put it at 0.0. Once you change it, click apply and OK, and it'll refresh. We're going to come off of the pre-market scan because this pre-market scan dies shortly after market open. It will go blank. So we're going to monitor a scan that I created that's called all stocks. So don't get confused. ThinkorSwim has an all stock selection as well, but this is a scan that's called all stocks. Set it to your price range so you're not fighting the battle of all of the stocks. I think I lowered mine down from $1 to $30. I'll verify that. Yes, I'm at $1 to $30. On your trading, change your time in force over to day. Down here, we're going to run the high of day scanner. Anything hitting the high of day should pop up here. And over here, we have the low float scanner. Do not trade off of my screen at market open. We're going to also sort this scan all stocks. We're going to sort it by mark percent change, highest to lowest. We want to see the highest gainers at market open. That's the ones we want to track. If any of them really take off, we have the high of day right below it. When you sort by mark percent change, it's going to scatter your volume spike column, but that's fine. We want to know the gainers. We don't want to know the rest. This column is going to become very volatile, like you're not going to know heads for tails. The best strategy is to wait till the market calms down. If you're a professional trader, you can grab the ones you like and take your risk at market open. I prefer to wait till the market calms down, see if there's any strong survivors, then I may make a play. I don't like gambling on the first candle. I've seen them shoot up and shoot down just as hard as they shot up. But there are traders that trade them. I'm just not one of them. So be very careful at market open. And good luck. We got about a minute to go. If I see something interesting, I'll click on it. If you don't hear me, that means I may be in a trade. "20 more seconds. Remember, I said it's going to get volatile. Here we go. Looks like a mixed bag of downs and ups. The top gainer is a cheaper stock. This one's only moving pennies. It's a shame when the top stock is only $1.11. That ought to tell you something right there. XPEV on the move. And it's only moving pennies. 43, 45, 47. If we had volume in the market, this would be more like 20 cents, 40 cents. You look between the numbers, 1840 to 1850, that's 10 cents between the numbers. It could run up 20, 30 cents. Seeing lots of red, only 3 greens, a couple greens. A lot of stocks pulling back. Yeah, I show a 3% lag time over here. I mainly want a stock to pop into this high a day and run. Haven't seen one yet. This is a very good scan to monitor. Other cheaper stock, low float. PIOC, that was popular last week. Very low volume. We want to see this number really kicking, and it's not doing it. That one's only moving pennies. Really need some buyers come back into the market. This is getting ridiculous. Going to sort back by volume spike and bring them back up to the top since it's now slowing down. It may fill up again, but it'll eventually calm down. Looks like a bunch of cheaper stocks moving up and then back down. And they all fade away. We want the one that's going to really run. The volume's really going to be cranking. It's going to stand out up here. It'll be up at the top. That's what we're looking for. Not seeing that this morning. Volume appears to be dying already. That was today's top gainer, is now not today's top gainer. What causes these fluctuations is stocks go up a few cents and fire the bullish, but then they pull right back down. So nothing really steady and holding the rise. Maybe we can get a pullback here, back up to the high. We'll see if we can bounce off of that level and shoot up again. Looks like we can go back up and retest the high. Looks like it may fail. It's retesting the low again of that candle. It's a good $1.50 gain between those lines if it'll turn around. Not looking too promising. And I can assure you at 9 o'clock, the market's been dying every day. My only hope after that point is to hope something pops up on the high day scanner and I can get a play on it. Looks like a pretty rough ride to get to that price. Up and down. Looks like a verb trade. About the time you decide to get in, you get some red bars. That's why I don't like the cheaper stocks. Too easy to knock them down. Lots of candle wicks on the top. That tells me there's a lot of sellers every time they try to drive it up. But you never know. That could be the play of the day. That's typical for verb. Not seeing any volume, not even on low float side. It's just like they land in there and then they don't move. It's an awful market. I mean, we're finding a few cheaper stocks that have moved up a little, but they're not really pumping up like they should. It's like everybody's hoping, let's get in this one and hope it goes up. That's called gambling to me. TLRY on the move. After a rough start. You can see the buyers and the sellers having a battle down here, popping back and forth. Now it's become bearish. If it was a real runner, it would take off instead of doing this back and forth. You're just popping in. We're watching this volume spike column. We're waiting for something to take off and be strong. We're watching for percentages to rise. Once they rise, then we check the chart. Not having much luck this morning. Do not trade off my chart. This is a live stream. It is delayed. You could lose money if you tried that. We need this scan down here called high a day. We need it to fill up. That's what we need for a good trading day. We need stocks hitting the high of the day, not bouncing off the high and back down. This is the VIX. It usually goes up if the SPY is going down. So let's check the SPY and see what's happening. That's exactly what I thought. Sold off at open. So when the SPY is doing this, the VIX is actually the opposite. Not much money there, but it's some money if you trade it. Very slow moving, low volume. I do, Stone. I'm watching the tick chart. I'm watching a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 10 minute, and a 15 minute. I watch all charts. I wait for things to line up. before I pull the trigger on anything. I mainly watch the tick chart. It's a 133 tick. I watch for dips in the tick chart to plan my entry or pullbacks to plan my exits. I'm running 5 monitors. I've got my eyes on everything. I normally don't pull the trigger on anything unless it's absolutely certain. If it's bouncing around and gaining a little and pulling back down, that's not a stock I want to trade. That's a good example. I would not be interested in a trade like this. Volume comes in and then it pauses, and the volume comes in and then it pauses. And sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes they'll do that for an hour and I'll look back at it and say I should have bought it, but I'm going to miss a few. This is just not my price range and not my style. It's not my strategy. That's a good example why I don't like the cheaper stocks. Take 15 minutes to get there and lose a third of it in one candle. Good morning, Sheo. We're just in an awful market. Pick and choose. Pick and choose wisely. You're happy with gaining a nickel? That's your style. $13 stock, only moving pennies. That's what happens when you have low volume in a market. This high flyer scan, what that is, it's all the moving averages are stacked. The 8's above the 21, the 21's above the 34, the 34's above the 55, and the price is above the 8. That's the only way a stock will pop up in this high flyers, is if it's moving up. Problem is, most of them doesn't have any volume because of the current market, or very little volume. But they do move up. They are strong plays. They just don't have the volume to support it. Tick chart looks good on this one. The tick chart is coming off a bottom, moving up slightly. I don't have a crossover of the moving averages on the tick chart though. So that would be a no. So we're at that 9 o'clock hour where everything's going to die. Been doing that for months. Now it becomes a longer, boring day where you wait for something to start spiking. If it happens. If no trades today, no big loss. May get one good runner tomorrow or the next day that makes up for it. No sense in throwing a bunch of money at something that may or may not move. I am not one to sit here all day hoping a stock moves. When this live stream ends, I will take care of Discord, any support questions, and start looking at some of my codes, work on some scripts I'm working on. While occasionally I'll look up to see if something triggers. It's awful. I've been watching PLTR. I don't like that it's going up and pulling right back down. Very volatile ride right there. Not worth the ride to gain maybe 10 cents before it pulls back. 4 minutes past the top of the hour, no news came out. Most news comes out at the top of the hour. So nothing must have launched at 9 o'clock. No, I don't trade on luck. Luck can be quite costly. I don't gamble. Of course, some call trading gambling. But I don't guess. I wait on the ones that are strong. Make sure I have confidence in what I'm doing. Thank you, Walter. Yeah, old thumb, that could be institutional buyers that knew something before us. Stone, I don't do live trading in a video, but this is pretty much what I do, what I'm showing you this morning. Everybody does the same thing. We all wait on volume spikes. We all get set up on our own computer. Once you learn this, you won't need me to do live trading. You'll know that it's working and that it's happening. Plus, we've only been having 1 or 2 a week. And when they do fire, I'm usually not recording that trade at that time. I'm busy trading it. I can't have all these programs running at one time or I get resource heavy. Back in the 90s when I used to trade, there were a few guys trading live on the screen, giving calls, buy here, sell there. Next thing you know, they all were in court from people who lost money from clicking the same trades they were trading. So there's also a liability there if somebody does that. And in today's current world, I don't put it past anybody to open that can of worms, say it was my fault. So this is about as close as I'll get to live trading. But I'm showing you exactly what to look for. I'm giving you the videos to learn. If you watch enough of these, you'll catch on really quick. Then we won't have to set up. They'll fire up. This high a day scanner will fire up. It'll be easy picking if we can just get the market to turn around. Yeah, it's not like the good old days. I used to shake somebody's hand on a $20,000 contract, and that was an agreement. Now I got to have a 10-page document just to protect myself. That's how much times have changed. Being a home builder, you learn things like that. Well, I thought that was included. Well, was it in your paperwork? No, but we talked about it. Well, we never included it. You never gave me that final answer. They pick away at you, try to find the flaws. I've been around a year or two. I've learned a lot. Well, guys, I was hoping to show you something this morning, but the market's not going to let me show you. We've had a couple of them bump up, but bump right back down. Maybe we'll get one tomorrow that makes up for the trade we didn't get today. That's how I look forward to it. In this market, every day's not promising. I'll do a final walkthrough here. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am a guy that trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I am also a ThinkScript coder. I have coded this volume spike indicator and this pullback indicator. We watch for volume spikes to take off here. Once they take off, we come over here and we verify that there's lots of volume in that trade. We watch for a moving average crossover, these arrows to pop in. We watch for the buyers to outnumber the sellers in the overall volume. And we look for a very bullish green candle, which is indicated up here. It'll say bullish. Once everything lines up, we make our decision to buy or sell. You can play this in both directions. So it's as simple as watching this every day till you get used to it. You see a spike, you automatically see that it's a crossover, green and green, and you have arrows, and you make a decision to buy or sell. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel, please do. It helps pay for what I'm giving away for free because we don't charge for anything. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like the videos. Watch the videos. Share the videos. Watch them over and over again until you learn. Burn this stuff into your brain. It's the best thing you've ever seen. If you haven't joined our Discord channel, there's over 800 investors over there. Lots of them are sharing their knowledge. Lots of them are posting stock picks. If you need help, there's a support channel over there. Just leave me a message. Once you sign up to Discord, head on over to Current Setup, and you can get set up just like this chart you see on the live stream. You'll also have the link to this volume spike indicator and all of the scans. Get yourself set up, talk to other investors, ask questions. That's what it's all about. Watch the videos over and over and over. You will eventually get it. I make it look easy, but you still got to learn. You still need prior knowledge. If you're new to ThinkorSwim, go watch ThinkorSwim videos. I don't have them. Go learn the basics of ThinkorSwim. You're going to need some knowledge over there before you can start doing this. I try not to teach basic ThinkorSwim classes. We're a little bit more advanced. I prefer to walk you through these indicators. But if you happen to ask me one of those questions, I'll probably answer it. I'm that nice. But try to at least have the basics down. That will help a lot. Will cut down on my workload. I don't think you're going to find anything like this out there on the internet. If you do, it's probably mine. They probably copied it and took it elsewhere, but that's okay. I hope they make a lot of money. That was the purpose, to share the knowledge. Pay it forward. My blessings will come later. This looks like a good trade, but these moving averages are laying so flat, I doubt that it goes very far. I like them to turn due north. I like to really see this volume pumping, and it's not. It is holding this price level. It could creep up for hours, who knows? It is in the high of day scanner. But I want to make my money in minutes, not hours. I don't want to hope somebody else comes in and drives it up another nickel. I want the winners. They're far and few. You're welcome, Jay. You're welcome, Old Thumb. Thank you, Gil, Josie. Thank you, Two Stray Dogs. I don't feel like it did much this morning because we didn't have a trade, but I guess you got something out of it. Yeah, but that's not the way I want it to go. I want everybody making money, but that requires a market that'll let you do that. This morning was a Monday. Mondays remind me of Fridays. Usually my money comes Tuesday through Thursday. When you see a good trade, it'll be quite obvious. You will see those percentages go up in the 5s, 10%. You'll see them. They'll be noticeable. These 1 or 2 percenters, they're the bouncers. Nothing in high flyers, so no moving averages are stacked. This one has a bunch of dead spots. That's what those are. No trade, no trade, no trade, no trade. Another rough ride. There's plenty of movers to call out when they're moving, but they're not doing much afterwards. See, there's a new high, but it took forever to get there. And it did it on 6 cents. That's not good. That's not good. Yes, sir. That's why I'm here. I don't like lagging indicators either. Unfortunately, you came in on the end of the stream. Be here at 6 a.m. Well, I won't be here tomorrow. There's no live stream tomorrow. But I will be here the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully we'll get a play then. Hopefully 2 or 3 of them. That's all I really need. 3 good ones a week. Would love to have them every day, but we're not in that market. Please watch my sponsors. That's how I get paid. Make YouTube pay me a penny or a nickel, because that's all they're paying. Everything is free. At least watch the sponsors for me. No, I didn't post that advertisement. That's on YouTube. They randomly throw them out there. They notice when I have a crowd, and they try to make me a nickel or a dime. If it's your first time here, I'll be signing off at 9:30, which is in about 4 minutes. I hope you appreciated the show. Well, the somewhat of a show. We didn't get any buys today. Some of you may have. Some of you may have played the nickels or the dimes. I'm kind of sitting on my hands waiting on better days, or at least a better trade. I want to make a paycheck, not just lunch money. Thank you, Parabolic. Thank you, Heather. We're survivors. We'll stick it out. Never give up. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Mr. Peterson. Thank you, Dragonfire. We had a nice little crowd this morning. That tells me everybody was looking for something to buy. Thank you, Gregster. Thank you to Stray Dogs, Alfredo, Kyle. Thank you guys for showing up. Keep learning. That's what it's all about. It's all about the education. Thank you, everybody. Kyle, Installer Pro, James, Moneymaker. Keep on keeping on. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Tomorrow, I got to be out on the field. Take that day to use these indicators. Watch the market live. Learn, learn, learn. That's what it's all about. Sign up to the YouTube channel. Sign up to Discord. Watch the videos. Talk to other investors. Leave me questions and support if you have them. Let's get you going. Thank you, Robert, Money Mike, James. Probably said your name already, but thank you again. All right, guys, thank you for participating. Good luck with your trading today. I will see you on Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. And as always, God bless. See you later.